Doubt. Dr. Kamila Forkosh is joining us now to discuss what it means for humans and humanity. Hello, doctor. What a pleasure seeing you again on the show.
Hi, nice to see you again.
So the quiet quitting became a buzzword or a buzz phrase, especially when discussing Generation Z allegedly wanting to do the bare minimum. But is it really generational? Can we really blame employees in the current climate? The promotion the wanted is elsewhere, the wages are stagnant, no horizon. So how can you combat this inevitable sense of indifference?
So it's actually I'm very happy that it's kind of more in the news and more awareness is brought to it. As an organizational, as you know, I'm also an organizational psychologist.
Right.
So often it's very interesting for me to come into to a business or to talk to people, different business owners, leaders, managers, whatever, and often there is this huge lack of awareness, the same way like we discuss often the clinical work and the awareness in the public about clinical and family work and all that kind of stuff. Often the same parallel exists within businesses. And how do you motivate your employees and what that means? Like, how do you keep them engaged? How do you keep them making money basically for you, right? This is your investment. Right. This is your capital. And so this is just bringing more awareness within the public on an issue that's way back, who knows, from dinosaurs' time, that's been there and it exists, and it's a really huge one. It costs actually billions and billions every year.
But you know, Doctor, just today we reported on Meta mass layoffs, Twitter mass layoffs, and this high-tech bubble thought that they'd find a solution to what is perhaps just a symptom of a greater state of the developed world. But anyways, they thought that if they throw candy and Pilates classes at you, then you will be engaged. And now we're saying it's not exactly the case. So again, maybe we just no longer believe in this sense of togetherness that the state, that the company, that society can or want to protect us.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. There is, of course, there's a lot of division in terms of it, just in general behind, like, again, technology brings us a lot of, some of it we discussed before on different issues, but like technology brings a lot of positive, a lot of access, a lot of internet ability to search anything, to learn about anything. At the same time, it creates a gap between people, especially in younger generations, because now even if you're just a little bit prone to anxiety, let's say a social anxiety, right, you'll be more likely to hide behind the computer. The more you hide behind the computer and have only virtual friends, the more you're not facing and learning the skills on how to be together with people, the more there is loneliness, the more you feel disengaged, the more you don't even want to maybe go to work or be part of the society, or, being watched by the big brother or whatever it is. Often also misunderstanding what the system is and what the society can offer you, right? So of course there's that issue as well. There is also an issue of once you're virtual company, you need to be able to adjust the tools on how you keep the person, individual human, involved and wanting to work with you and wanting to feel that they're there for something. And
literally seen. How can you make them feel seen?
Exactly. And also to be aware that it's not like when, our grandfathers or parents or whatever were working, the generations change in terms of why you're coming to work. Of course, there's always a personal investment of why you're coming to work, but now that is greater. So there is a way to catch your individual employee. You just need to be aware, and you need to, like anything else, you need to be aware and you need to have the training. You need to have the tools. The managers have to have that training and tools. Often they are swimming blind and they really don't understand what they're doing, not because they don't want to, just literally they don't have the training. Same thing for the leaders on the top, right? So it trickles down. It's really important training.
Right. And Doctor, really briefly in 20 seconds, if you can, do you think the narrative that career will get us fulfillment is simply going null?
No, not for sure not. You just need to, from the beginning, this is already going off the company level to your individual, whoever you are, hopefully our listeners over there, right? Take some responsibility on your own agency in what you're doing with life. There's so many ways on choosing what is good for you, and then it becomes a hobby. Then it's just fun. They're paying you as a side effect.
Yeah. Dr. Kamila Forkosh, maybe the Monday blues is just a Monday blues and we shouldn't over-dramatize it. Just maybe.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for this, and this is it for us.